Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? Here we are again in the afternoon with the Spark Amplifier. Having some good times here. We've been working our way through all the different pedals. We're going to do the same today. We're going to be working with the modulation pedals today. These are the pedals that I use the least in the Spark amp. Usually because I'm using the EQ on top of them. So we're going to, I don't know, give it a few minutes. We're going to let some more folks pop in here. If you're watching at a later time, welcome. My name is Lee. I'm host of the Play Guitar podcast, and we have Play Guitar Academy. And this is just something fun we do every afternoon during the week, taking a look at all the different stuff in the Spark. I did something with the Spark amp with Positive Grid a long time ago. And it's been sitting here, and I thought, gosh, a lot of my students use it. A lot of people, there's a lot of user groups and those things. Why don't I just dive into this thing and see what we've had a lot of really, really, really cool surprises with the Spark. There's some really good tones in there that you wouldn't get right away, that you wouldn't just turn it on and hit a couple presets or something and get there. And especially from the user stuff, that there can be some I think we're going to do another user one though. There was a couple good ones in there too, but building these tones up from the ground up is what we've been working on. Okay. I have at 5 o'clock, I'll be going over, we have a coaching live stream. We have a private coaching class that we're doing today, which is doing some funk rhythms, which is going to be fun. And okay, so let's go ahead and head over to the Spark here. There we are. We're all set up, and I've got it clean today. We'll try both clean and dirty. We're using the Orange AD clean amp, which is a really solid clean tone. A little too much delay on there, but other than that, crank it a little bit in my earphones, my earbuds. There we go. Okay, so we're going to be taking a look at the mod pedals today. Hey, Dean, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. And, you can help me out with these, because I haven't been through these the way I've been through all of the other ones. I got a little bit of info on it, but I may be looking things up as we go. The very first one is the tremolo. So I think we're just going to work our way down through all of the mod pedals. I see Kevin. What's up, Kevin? How you doing? How's the snow? And Dean, to you, how's this? Did you get the snow as well? I thought I saw it pushing all the way across the country there. Okay, so we got our tremolo pedal. Let's take a look. Let's see if I can get this so you can see it better. Maybe too bright. That may be what it is. That is what it is. Okay. That looks much better. Dean. Oh, Mark's here. What's up, man? How you doing? Dean said 8 inches, not bad. 8 inches down here would stop everything. Kevin says, ugh, like 18 inches or something like that. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I don't know. I can't take it. I can't even take thinking about it. Everybody come down here. Okay, so we're going to go through tremolo. Now, tremolo is an effect that I would use a lot live, especially in a 3-piece band. Sometimes if you're the only guitar player, things can get, sound the same a lot. Every song starts to sound similar. So anything that you can do to make things a little interesting, and that's what tremolo does. You're listening to it right now. This is the Mad Professor Mellow Yellow Tremolo pedal. Is what they modeled this pedal after. Let's see here. Mark says, we're all going to Disneyland. Well, we're going to Disney World with me. Disneyland is a little far away. Disney World right around the corner there. So yeah, come on out here. Let's all go to Disney World with me. 18 inches is a real snowstorm. Hope you have a snowblower, Kevin. Yep. And then we have this one right here. I'm not going to get into. That's what she. And I do shovel with. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I hope you guys all thaw out and stay warm and all of those kind of things. So here, a tremolo has a speed to it. So a lot of times you'll hear people, especially in cover bands and just playing in bars, they kind of guess. They just turn it on, and half the time the tremolo pedal has nothing to do with the tempo of the song, and that's fine. Sometimes that works, most of the times it doesn't. So a tremolo with the tap tempo on it would be fantastic, but you don't get those too often. But so when a lot of people do is they'll mess with the depth. So this depth is up pretty, and this pedal right here, this is like a sine wave pedal, not a square wave, a sine wave pedal. So it's more mellow. So you notice they had this in the preset almost all the way up. There we go. That's kind of choppy right there. You get all the way up top. And the more depth you have, the more that it's going to fight with the tempo of the song. So you have to really get that in figured out here. But if you blend it in like this, you can get away with a lot of stuff. So I like to use it very slow, like that. Still a little too much depth for that slow thing. I would set it up slow a lot of times just for lead guitar. If you've got a distortion, you're it adds a little something, like kind of like Eddie Van Halen would use a phaser pedal. So it sounds nice with distortion on it too. But I'd use it a lot for leads. I'd turn it on for leads, and then for slow blues, I would actually pull the speed up a little bit. Let's see here. For slow, I kind of did when I was playing out all the time. I would do the opposite. If it was a fast song, I would have the speed slow, and if it was a slow song, I'd have the speed up like that. And a lot of that was having to bend down and adjust the settings on it. I think I used the Dane Electro. I had that one that's just falling apart on me there. But so, let's see, a nice medium. You think Born in the Bayou, right? That kind of sound. These are all trying to sound like the Fender amp. And see, we got a bunch came in here. He said, I was hoping that was going to be that. Yeah, as soon as somebody said the 8 inches, I knew what was coming. Try to sidestep that. Mark says, praise the Helix tap tempo all the way. Yeah, I like the I used the where is it? It's in the other room. I used the HD 500 for a long time, and it's kind of the Helix is the updated of that. I was thinking about going Helix. I went Boss. I have this IR 200 I like a lot. Kevin says, I need a good tremolo pedal. I have a Behringer tremolo, but I never get it sounding great. They're kind of tough. They're kind of tough to do. I can already hear the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song coming on. Get yourself a pie. Go, Kevin. What's the difference between vibrato and tremolo? So one is deals with sound levels, and the other one deals with pitch. Okay, so if you hear that the tremolo, if you turn it all the way up, hear how it cuts out. But and actually in a square wave one, when you turn it all the way up, like that. I wish I could find that. I wish I could get that fish and I think it was called Fish and Chips. The Dana Electro one I used. It was a really cool pedal, just cheap. Didn't last. But it would. There was a switch on it. You could do a square wave where it would just drop out. So it's more the volume or drops, and then the vibrato. You think about Univibe and all those things. There's that photocell, and it's the pitch. It's a chorusy type thing. It's kind of Univibe's a flame. We'll get into the Univibe in a minute. But the way I think of it is the tremolo deals with sound levels, and vibrato deals with the pitch, moving the pitch back and forth. Okay, so this is a pretty simple one, level. And the level hopefully is a mix, and it is. So you're basically mixing how much you're hearing, and it's fine. It's fine, no problem, nothing wrong with that one. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. We got a bunch of these to get through today. So now we're having our chorus. You hear that? Now that's pitch. Pitch goes. Hey, thank you, Mark. It says perfect explanation. I appreciate that. Thank you. Jason says, hey Jason, what's up, man? Just says, I absolutely love my diamond tremolo and also the Earthquaker Nightwire, but I would recommend the JHS harmonic trem probably the most. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. I've never really played a tremolo. I guess what did somebody say? They have the Behringer tremolo. I guess I have played a couple that didn't work real well. To me, they're kind of if they work at all, I can use them, but I guess, I have played a cheap one that I was like, okay. So we're on chorus now. So this is, let's see here. I was able to look this one up. This is the Boss CH1 Super Chorus pedal. And this is the one that a lot of the hard rock people use. Zach Wilde, Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, Dave Mustaine, all right, Dave Navarro, Richie Sambora. So I guess this is the one that works well with the distortion, right? If that's your thing, I never really used a lot of chorus with my distortion sounds, probably because I was playing like more in Southern rock and blues bands, and it didn't really work for that. But if I was doing hard rock type stuff, hey, Mark said, "Oh yeah, that sounds good." Yeah, it's a good sound, This almost has a flanging type sound to it. So let's see here. What do we have? We've got tone, depth, rate, and effect level. So your basic chorus sounds. Rate is how quickly the waves of the chorus come by, and depth is how strong they are. So I think of that. I think of chorus pedals as kind of like waves in the ocean. So let's go real slow rate. So it's, and let's do let's lighten up this. It's really light, really not using it very with a very strong setting. Really can help separate you from the other instruments in a band without getting it kind of washed out. So that's pretty nice. So let's do low depth with a high rate. So this is your detuned type. And everybody uses that. Soundgarden would use this sound a lot. Nirvana, they didn't use this, or he didn't use this pedal, but that kind of over chorus detuned type sound. Let's have them both come up. Terrible. Super out of tune sounding. All right, so let's do the rate with the low. Not that much rate. And I guess some people would like that. For me, it was terrible. And effect level and tone I'm using just for if it's a problem. If it's too dull sounding, I'll crank the tone. Let's see, maybe if I wanted an underwater sound. Yeah. So I might yeah, pretty nice. Mark said it's a bit of a shimmery metallic. Yeah, this has got kind of a metallic type sound to it. Kevin, work call, miss explanation of trem versus vibrato. Oh, it's super simple. One deals with pitches, the other one deals with sound levels, and that's what Mark said. Awesome, makes sense. Okay, cool. So there's your chorus. Pretty nice, actually. I like that a lot. Let's move on. Let's keep going. Our flanger. Okay. Very 70s sounding on the flanger here. Let's take a look. Oh, wait. There we go. So, well, okay, we got 3 knobs here. Rate, mix, and depth. So it's very similar to a chorus. Does the same thing as a chorus in a different way. The timing's a little different. Eddie Van Halen would use either a phaser or a flanger. Yeah, I might. Let's hear it sounds clean. I'm gonna put the mix up for the clean. There we go. Yeah, let's see here. I always like flangers for this, for like clean, slow type sounds. I don't know, for some reason I gravitate towards flangers. Other than chorus pedals, not something about the sound I like. It's hard to put your finger on. I would use that. I like the way that sounds. Yeah, I like that. I like it. Let's do let's put the drive back in. Get like a lead type sound. We're gonna be doing the same thing with the phaser too. Kind of a Van Halen, slow but a lot of depth. much. Mix it up a little bit. Let's get some classic flanger sounds. There we go, where you can hear it. '80s. It's fun to play. It's very I don't know. Things come back. It sounds to me like a very almost when you use a flanger like that. It's dated type sound, but I still like it. But then you listen to like Lenny Kravitz and bands like that brought that kind of sound back. And now they're old, so bust out the hairspray. That's right. Okay, so let's keep moving on. What do I got? I got like 20 minutes left here. So let's go on. Phaser. Now, if I was going to buy the next pedal I buy, was probably going to be a phaser pedal. All right. I think of phasers and I think of Rush. That's what I think of. So there's a lot of things you can do with a phaser. You can do like kind of the way they like a reggae type thing. Let's see here. You'll hear. Like a chorus pedal on steroids type sound. And this is a phase 100. I always like it with the rate low, depth high, mixed and then with some distortion. That's. It's always a little bit more swirly than a flanger to me. These pedals are actually good on this. No one's surprised. I'm getting surprised every day. There's off. There's on. All right, so let's bring the depth back. Let's turn the drive off. And let's bring the rate back till it doesn't sound terrible. So another way people use phasers is for this kind of shimmery type sound, where you're doing notes up high. And it's just flavors. It kind of does the same thing as a tremolo. As a chorus pedal does. You can get similar sounds out of a flanger, but when you really push them, when you get the mix up high, that's when you start to hear the little differences in there. Joe Satriani has entered the building. Why am I on flanger? I thought I was on. I had moved. I moved to phaser. That's what I thought I was doing. Okay, phaser, right. I thought I had moved on and I must not have pressed it. so loud like this, it has almost a vocal type sound. There we go. Yeah, I like a phaser for simple chords more than a flanger. That's just me. This one, which is the Phase 100, has a very... Hear that right there? It's almost like a vocal kind of wah almost. In this one, you don't hear that on all of them. Okay, so here now we'll put the drive in. There we go. Yeah, this one, see I have the intensity, how low intensity I have, and it's really kicking. This one is tough to blend. Yeah, it's got that kind of sizzle to it. I like it. I like it. It's yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's move on to let's see, we have another vibrato, right? No, this is the first vibrato we have. Vibrato's going to deal more with pitch. You hear that right away. The pitch hits you right in the face. I'm going to bring the depth down. So this is going to be more like a chorus pedal. Let's get the drive out of here. Right there, you can really hear the detuning. And this is very style dependent. Some styles this sounds awesome on. Not something I use a whole lot though. I will use a univibe before I'll use a vibrato pedal. So let's head on over here. I think we may be getting to that. Okay, so now we're in univibe territory. So this is where I'm the most familiar right here. So we have, make sure that's on, it's on. This is a circuit that it's actually uses a photo cell. You can see that I had one, you could see the light in it that would flash on and on. So it uses a light bulb in the circuit. I always went for the Robin Trower. that kind of sound. For me, this is the most interesting sound from guitar on mod pedals, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. A lot of people like different. But it's also very dated. It can be very dated as well, you know? I love it. I love that sound too. I don't know. Maybe it's just when I grew up. I love it. You can get all the kind of the Hendrixy, Stevie Ray Vaughan type. It has kind of a pulse to it that the other a chorus pedal doesn't have. And in fact, you can set it to just, let's see, what does that say? Okay, this is on the vibrato. You can set it to just chorus. You don't get they call it a throb type sound. On the on the chorus is where it has the throb sound. If you set it just for vibrato, it pulls something out of the circuit. And it's kind of flat right there. I really like the chorus. It's very three-dimensional. Works great for leads and instantly gets you that kind of Hendrixy kind of sound. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Robin Trower. Okay, so let's keep going from there. I've got about 10 minutes left. Let's see if we can make through these. But I like that univibe. And here's the Jimi Hendrix legendary vibe. So I'm guessing it's like one of his Roger Mayer. So we have speed, intensity, sweep, and vibrato, chorus, and can't read. Is it mix? Okay, it's a mix between vibrato. So okay, so you can mix between. We want it full with that throb type. You go full chorus, and you can mix in kind of more of a flattered sound. I'm having fun. You guys still here? I'm having a good time. Yeah, this is a neat pedal too. Sweep. Let's check out sweep. What does sweep do? Okay. It get a little more intense at the top there. That's what I heard. Cool. Very cool. Okay. So it's another univibe. It sounds a little bit different. Has some different controls on there. So now we're at the smallest of the clone chorus. So now we're in electro-harmonics land here. Okay. So this is going to be your Nirvana type sound. You hear a little detuning in there. Dean says, funny, I do not think such a pedal existed in Jimi Hendrix day. Well, he used the univibe. As far as what was done, I guess what they're trying to say is with this legendary vibe, it may have been mods on whatever univibe that he was using. But I don't really know. I don't really know about that. So we got this one knob chorus here. And we have a high and low depth. So here. And a rate. That's annoying. Let's see here. Turn depth back to low. I like this better than the Boss chorus. That was easy to dial in something nice. That's a nice chorus right there. Even if it's just one knob and a switch. I like that. I would use that. Very nice. It reminds me of like Andy Summers. I know Andy Summers didn't use this style, but these sound like a Police type thing. Andy Summers type sound. Okay. I've got 8 minutes left. Let's see here. Classic vibe. So the way this looks, it looks like the micro vibe that I used to have. That was a Voodoo Labs micro vibe. And that was their take on a Univibe pedal, just the chorus side of it. See if I can get it to work. Yeah, so it sounds like a little brighter than the other Univibes. So now we're having 3 Univibe type pedals. This one doesn't have as much kind of that throb sound as the other ones did. Let's see here. Pretty nice. Still pretty intense, even though when you bring the knob down there. See it all the way up. Yeah, that sounds similar. Okay, so another Univibe, another take on that. The Tremulator. Another take on a tremolo pedal. That's dealing with volume. Those are fun. Helicopter type. And this has a tap tempo. Oh, that was fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't seem to want to do. Let's bring the speed down here. Okay, you can set it. Okay, it was set on. It has you can pick your eighth notes, quarter notes, whatever you want. Let's just pick a quarter note. All right. 1, 2, ready, go. So you can set this in tempo with the song. That will be great for recording. That's awesome. That's awesome that they do it. Okay. So that's another tremolo, a square tremolo. So this is going to be maybe like what I was trying to talk about before with the fish and chips, where it cuts it off really. Let's see here. There we go. Yeah, those are always fun. Oh, that doesn't seem to do anything. What would be really cool is if you could have a expression pedal hooked up to that. That'd be pretty cool. Okay. We got 3 minutes. What do we got left? And we got the EQ pedals. So I'm not going to go through them. We've done them a whole bunch. Dean says, have a great night. You too. You too, Dean. Great to see you, man. Thank you for hanging out. And thanks to everybody for hanging out with me today. I want to thank Dean, Mark, Kevin, Jason was in here for a little while. That's cool. Let's see here. I'm from PA was in there. And let's see. I think that's everybody who was in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and take off so I can get set up for the coaching stuff. And it was great to see everybody. You all have a great rest of your evening, okay? And for coaching students, I'll see you over. You got the email. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Okay.